The neighbors laughed at this house until they went inside. The old saying, "You can't judge a book by its cover," is as wise as it gets. It's a phrase that is commonly tossed around in conversations to remind others that they shouldn't be too hasty to form an opinion based on what they first see, which can be tough, considering how fast-paced our lives are. Yep, we live in a society where everything is rushed to beat the clock, and people barely have enough time to make deductions past surface-level interactions. Ironically, this habit is completely justified by the phrase, "time is money." And while it does have its application in certain areas of our lives, this is not always the reality, especially in real estate. 90% of the time, your neighbors will expect that what they see on the outside of your home or residential area is a true representation of what they will find once you invite them in. So, for example, if it's been a while since you tended to your lawn, or the house has loosely hanging shatters, then your neighbors will automatically assume that it's a train wreck inside. Conversely, if we see a home with a brilliant paint job coupled with a neat lawn, then we assume that the interior must be awesome too. But boy, did these homeowners prove their neighbors wrong. Today, we take a look at 7 unique homes that were bland on the outside, but turned out to be complete masterpieces on the inside. These homes are a true testament to the brilliance of imagination and its unending application in interior design. Number 7. The Water's Edge Inn. In the UK, there's a home that looks pretty gloomy from the outside. But considering the premise of our video, you definitely know that it's gonna have a secret, right? So, what might that be? To get to our big reveal, let's first check out different parts of the home. We begin our tour with the kitchen, and as you can see, there's nothing out of the ordinary here. You have your cooking station with basic essentials such as a kitchen sink, stove, counter, and cabinets for you to store your cutlery. And when we get to the bedroom, there's just a bed and a few decorations here and there, nothing noteworthy. So what makes this home stand out? Well, in the backyard, this owner decided to build his own personal pub, the Water's Edge Inn, filled to the brim with all sorts of alcoholic beverages. If that's not the climax of every beer lover's dream, then we don't know what else is. We can only imagine this kind of crazy fun parties he gets to host. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works. Number 6. Log Cabin Home in Upstate New York. Worried that the end of the world might be around the corner? Well, this particular homeowner in upstate New York definitely had this in mind while building this log cabin. On the outside, it looks like your proverbial retreat center. And still inside, it has all the amenities of a modern home. But what if the Holocaust was to take place? Well, this homeowner would be safe thanks to a fully furnished underground home built beneath the cabin. It's safe to say that at least one person will resurface unscathed in the case the world goes up in flames. He truly has everything he needs, and we bet he's stocked up with all manner of essential amenities like food and toilet paper. If that's not enough, he's even gone the extra mile to make it look as comfortable as possible. Kinda looks like a bachelor pad, doesn't it? Number 5. A basic home in Toronto that is a time capsule. At first glance, this basic home in Toronto appears to have nothing out of the ordinary. It's not particularly larger than the houses adjacent to it, and its exterior decor is probably what you'd expect in your run-of-the-mill Canadian home. Yeah, you would probably pass it twice without thinking anything about it. But once you're inside, you'll definitely be blown away. It instantly transforms into a virtual time capsule. The furniture, the decor, and all its other designs are based on the swinging 60s. What's even more impressive is that it's remained unchanged since then. The owner must have some sweet memories of the 60s if he kept it in such great condition. Makes you wonder how much they must have paid in house cleaning just to cling on to this amazing masterpiece. Number 4. Old school English home. This house looks like the typical English home, doesn't it? But once you're in, you'll notice that the whole house is decorated in purple, with only a few pieces of furniture, like the sofas, donned in black. For years, the color purple has been associated with royalty, especially in medieval Europe, where the royal families were the only ones exclusively allowed to don clothes with this color. We guess whoever owns this house must be obsessed with royalty, right? Heck, even the kitchen floor is all purple. How unique is that? One thing's for sure, this owner must really enjoy making floral arrangements because all they have to ask for is purple roses. Number 3. Fairly standard looking home in Newport, Oregon. It's your average home in Newport, Oregon. 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. But there's more to this basic house than meets the eye. Yes, it might not have a backyard that stands out, but once you're inside, its secrets will blow your mind. The interior of the house is modeled to resemble different historical aspects of the medieval times. Upon entry, you'll feel like you've been invited into a forbidden city in China. Not to mention the eerie feeling that you've also come across Dracula's castle. What with all its dark and ominous antiques sitting around, the kitchen also feels like you were time warped to medieval England, as you'll see all sorts of vegetables hanging from the ceiling. As for the master bedroom, the art on the ceiling is quite an artistic spectacle to behold. It even rivals that of the Sistine Chapel. And now we've come to the best pick of the day. Would you ever consider having an underground bunker in your home? Underground bunkers have become increasingly popular as the idea of an impending apocalyptic event is regularly shown in Hollywood movies. Yep, it's scary, and it makes you contemplate just how short life is. While bunkers might be safe, they are pretty expensive to construct, and you'd have to part with a significant amount of money just to have one in your home. But let's be honest, who would want to live in a post-apocalyptic wasteland anyway? Definitely not us. Number 2. This shack looks like an abundant sight. There is a shack in the French Quarter of New Orleans that, without investigating deeper, would make you want to call a demolition crew right away. This house was designed purposely by the owner to promote open-plan living. Once you get inside, a breathtaking living room is the first thing that meets you, well furnished with a marble kitchen built on the far end. A swirly staircase leads you to the bedroom, which we must admit is ingenious as it is beautiful. While in the backyard, the house is blessed with a gorgeous garden, complete with a plush patio set, as well as a lantern to illuminate those dark nights. So, if you want to get your hands on this dilapidated home, the market price is set at about $1.1 million. Number 1. Plain Old Barn, San Antonio, Texas. When you see this barn, you might think, wow, just another place for the cows to rest, right? But once inside, it's an entirely different story. This breathtaking home in San Antonio, Texas is credited to Morton Buildings. The company designs massive hangar-type homes that are basic on the outside, but a slice of paradise on the inside. Heck, they are so relaxing, you won't even care what your neighbors think. Nevertheless, you've got to be prepared to part with staggering amounts of money. Well into hundreds of thousands of dollars if you'd like to own such a home. But hey, wouldn't it be awesome to be the odd one out in your neighborhood once in a while? That sounds pretty neat. And with that being said, we've come to the end of our video. Which interior design impressed you the most? Let us know in the comments section down below. Want more videos that will probably still exist until the end of time? Click on any of the videos you see on the screen. As always, thanks for watching.